Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today I'll be comparing the Fitbit Versa 2 with the Huawei Watch GT2. It'll be a full in-depth comparison, so stick with me till the end and let's get started. If you are someone new to our channel, please consider subscribing to our channel as we do regular videos for various smartwatches like this one, smartphone reviews, tech tutorials and much more. Also check out our playlist tab as we have dedicated playlist for Huawei, Samsung, Fossil and Fitbit smartwatches, so be sure to check them out as there are more detailed videos for these smartwatches. Both the Versa 2 and the Huawei Watch GT2 are well known in the smartwatch industry for their awesome battery life, and I'll compare them with each other in various aspects so you can make a good informed decision to purchase either or, and if you own either of these watch, you can see for yourself what you're missing out from the other one. I have linked all their accessories and deals on these smartwatches in the description down below in case if you guys are looking for it, and I have done a ton of videos for both these smartwatches and I have linked their video playlist at the end of this video as I'll be referencing those playlists throughout this video. So let's start with a brief unboxing experience. Styling options and price. Fitbit Versa 2 came in an oblong rectangular box like this one. I did not have a premium unboxing experience with the Versa 2. The Huawei Watch GT2 on the other hand came in a box like this one, and the unboxing experience of the Huawei Watch GT2 definitely felt premium for the price you pay for this watch. So if I were to pick one, I will go with the Huawei's unboxing experience as I felt like unboxing a top of the line smartwatch. Now let's talk about various models and pricing for both these smartwatches. Starting with the Huawei Watch GT2 46mm, which I have with me, cost me about 320 Canadian dollar. There is also a Huawei Watch GT2 42mm which will cost you around 280 Canadian dollar. Now the availability of the Huawei watch is a bit tricky as it was not available at most of the Canadian retailers. I was only able to find it at the Vision Electronics and their stock were limited. But you will easily find it on Amazon and I have linked it in the description of this video. So in terms of the options, Huawei Watch GT2 comes in two sizes, 46mm and 42mm as shown in this image. And there ain't a lot of color or band option to choose from. The one I have comes in a black silicone band option and there is also a leather option. Now the Versa 2 that I have with me cost me 250 Canadian dollar. Just so you guys know, the price may vary depending on any sales or discounts. Now in terms of models and options, Versa 2 has a good history. So bear with me, I'll try to quickly explain you everything. Just pause the video if you need to read through all the details at any point. As shown in this image, it all started with the Versa first generation announced in April 2018. This kickstarted the whole Versa lineup and boosted the name of Fitbit in the smartwatch realm. Versa first generation had a 3-button layout and it had an LCD display with 1.34-inch basic Gorilla Glass protection. It did not have Amazon Alexa, GPS or Fitbit Pay. However, it did have onboard music storage and awesome fitness tracking option. It is no longer sold by Fitbit, but if you want to save money, you can find it on Amazon for about 160 Canadian dollar. After the success of Versa first generation, they launched the Versa Special Edition, which also had the 3-button layout and all the features like the Versa first generation with the addition of Fitbit Pay and the stylish woven band. This is also no longer available by Fitbit, but you can find it on Amazon for about 180 Canadian dollar. This is now replaced by the Versa 2 Special Edition coming right up. At the same time around, they launched the Versa Lite Edition, which was identical to the Versa first generation without any music storage, on-screen workout, sleep tracking, Amazon Alexa, GPS and Fitbit Pay. This is when Fitbit launched their current 1-button layout and it's currently sold by Fitbit for 200 Canadian dollars. Then about a year later, as shown in this image, in August 2019, Fitbit announced its Versa 2, which I have with me. The Versa 2 has a wide variety of color options. The one I have is the rose gold. The Versa 2 has the 1-button layout with an awesome AMOLED 1.4-inch slightly bigger screen with a tougher Gorilla Glass 3. This is when Fitbit also launched the Amazon Alexa. I have done an in-depth video for it, linked up here in case if you guys want to check it out. Versa 2 also has the Fitbit Pay with an improved 6+ day battery life, and it's currently available for 250 Canadian dollars as I said it earlier. It also has onboard music storage. The Versa Lite Edition is a downgraded option as we have discussed in the previous image, and at this time around Fitbit also introduced a Versa 2 Special Edition which has all the features as the Versa 2, but in addition it has the stylish woven band with 2 color options, and it comes with a 3-month free trial of the Fitbit Premium subscription service, which is worth about 30 Canadian dollar, and that's why the Versa 2 Special Edition cost around 280 Canadian dollar. I have done a video for the Fitbit Premium service which you will find it in the playlist at the end of this video, but in nutshell you have multiple options of styling with the Versa 2 at a lower price point. So in terms of price and styling options, Versa 2 wins over here. Okay, next category to compare against will be the exterior looks. Fitbit Versa 2 has the awesome squircle, that is the square plus circle design, which looks awesome for both genders. The bezels are nice and curved. It has the one button on the left side and the microphone on the right side. Keep in mind it's not a loudspeaker, it's only used for Amazon Alexa. At the back, the Versa 2 has a nice unibody contoured glass which houses all the sensors and the charging pins at the top. The back is not at all intrusive on the skin, so when you're wearing it tight, you don't even feel it. Versa 2 is known for its hard to replace band. I have done videos for it which you can find it in the playlist at the end of this video. The band of Versa 2 are 23mm proprietary band, so they will not work on any other watch except Fitbit. The overall band quality is nice and sweat resistant, and it leaves no gap with the body of the watch. Huawei Watch GT2 on the other hand has the 2-button layout. None of its buttons are rotating crown like the one found in the Fossil Gen 5. Huawei has the microphone on the other side of the watch and a built-in loudspeaker which is under the buttons right here. Now, due to the presence of a loudspeaker, Huawei Watch GT2 can take Bluetooth audio calls as well as play onboard music, and the speaker quality is awesome compared to the Active 2 and the Gen 5. The Watch GT2 has 46mm. It has a 3D curved Gorilla Glass design which looks awesome, and to me it looks more masculine, so it may not appeal to some ladies out there. At the back of the watch there is a protrusion that houses all the sensors and 2 charging pins. This can be a bit intrusive if you wear it too tight. In terms of the band, the Huawei Watch GT2 has a 22mm silicone band which will work on any other watch that has a 22mm band size, and vice versa. So in terms of exterior look and options, as shown in this picture, I will go with the Huawei Watch GT2 as it looks great on my wrist versus the Versa 2, which looks a little bit tiny, but this may not be the case for you. So choosing one versus the other comes down to your personal preference, and the Huawei Watch GT2 has the 2-button layout with a built-in speaker and microphone, which is not the case with the Versa 2. Next category is the specs and internals. You can pause this video at any point and read through all the details listed on the side of these watches. But overall, in terms of screen quality and brightness, the Huawei Watch GT2 wins in this section as it has a resolution of 454 pixels and the pixel density of 462 pixels per inch with a 1000 nits of brightness, versus the Versa 2 has only a 300 pixel resolution, and both these watches has an awesome color AMOLED display. Obviously, the Versa 2 has a smaller screen compared to the Huawei Watch GT2 46mm. In terms of processing power, the Huawei Watch GT2 has its proprietary Kirin A1 chipset with enhanced power saving capabilities. 2 gigs of RAM with a 4 gigs of onboard storage, which can only be used for music storage as you can't store any pictures or apps on Huawei. Versus on the other hand, the Versa 2 does not have an actual processor, but it does have 4 gigs of onboard storage and can be used for music, apps, games, images, as you do have the Fitbit App Store from where you can download all the apps and games. Both these watch has all the sensors you can ever need, like the heart rate monitor, pedometer, altimeter, accelerometer, gyroscope. However, Fitbit Versa 2 lacks a standalone GPS, so you do need your phone to track your run outdoor. Both the watch are good at sleep tracking as well. But Huawei Watch GT2 does not have Wi-Fi and NFC, which the Versa 2 has. So if you are someone who wants to use a contactless payment, forget Huawei, as there is no NFC unlike the Versa 2, which has the Fitbit Pay. Since Huawei does not have Wi-Fi, transferring music from mobile to the watch is a time-consuming process. I've done a separate video for both these watches, which you'll find in the playlist at the end of this video. Now, Fitbit Versa 2 has the Bluetooth 4.0, and Huawei Watch GT2 has the latest Bluetooth 5.0, which is more robust in terms of connection, slightly longer Bluetooth range, and more data transfer speed. Both these watches are swim proof up to 5 ATM or 50 meters, and you can take it for a swim, and both these watches can also track your swimming. With all that being said, picking one over the other in specs category, I will personally go with the Fitbit Versa 2. Don't get me wrong, Huawei Watch GT2 is awesome, but it lacks features like Wi-Fi, NFC for contactless payment, and actual app store to install aftermarket apps, games, and watch faces. Next section is navigation and menu layout. Now, it's pretty basic for the Fitbit Versa 2. You just slide left to access the menu. Press the left button to get back to the home screen from any app or menu. Slide up to access the Fitbit Today app, which contains all the fitness and sleep data, which is also customizable. Now, you can slide down at any point to access the notification panel. You can slide further down to access music, Fitbit Pay, and quick settings like do not disturb, night mode, always on display, brightness, and screen wake by button or by wrist motion. I usually go with the button to wake the watch up. It will also save battery life. Finally, the left button is customizable. Currently, long pressing it will open Amazon Alexa, which is awesome. It can do functions like set up an alarm, reminder, timer, and much more. Check out the Amazon Alexa review video in the playlist at the end of this video. On the other hand, Huawei Watch GT2 has two button layout. The top button can be used to enter the menu. You have to swipe up or down to go around the menu. You can swipe right to get back to the home screen. On the home screen, you can swipe left or right to access the various statistics. You can swipe down from the top on the home screen to pull out the quick options like the do not disturb, show time, find my phone, alarm, and settings with the battery level indicator, date and day, as well as Bluetooth connected or not icon. You can swipe up from the main screen to pull out notification. One important thing is you cannot interact with any other notification on the Huawei Watch GT2, unlike the Fitbit Versa, where you can even reply, delete, and much more, which is another drawback of the Huawei Watch GT2. So that being said, the winner in this category for me personally is the Fitbit Versa 2. I like the simplicity of the menu and accessing multiple options, the Amazon Alexa, which does work, and the ability to interact with the notifications. Next up is fitness and sleep tracking. The Fitbit Versa 2 has a multitude of exercise tracking options, as you can see here, and many more. It can also self-detect activities like walking, jogging, running, and some sports. But it does not detect gym-based exercise moves, nor the Huawei Watch GT2, unlike the Fossil Gen 5. The heart rate tracking on Fitbit Versa 2 is, in my opinion, a bit undershooter. As I have done a separate video for it, you will find it in the playlist at the end of this video. Fitbit Versa 2 is also good at sleep tracking, and you can find a detailed sleep tracking video in the playlist at the end. So check that playlist out for more in-depth videos, but in short, if I were to pick one, I will go with the Huawei Watch GT2, as the heart rate tracking is more robust and does not over or undershoot the heart rate monitoring. It is also quite accurate at sleep tracking, but it does not provide a sleep score like the Fitbit Versa 2, but again does an awesome job. It even knows if I were to wake up for peeing at night. In terms of exercise tracking options, there is a dedicated bottom button for exercise shortcut which can be customized, but I wish Huawei can add more exercise tracking option. But to me it does have all the options that I need and does a good job at it. Stay tuned by subscribing, as I'll be posting an in-depth fitness tracking option and real-time monitoring for both these smartwatches. Now let's talk about battery life. Before we even compare, Huawei Watch GT 2 46mm straight away wins in this section. I can proudly say that I only charge my Huawei Watch GT 2 maximum 2 times per month. I even did a video linked up here with which you can even get about 3 weeks of battery life per charge, which is nuts. No other smartwatch can do it at this point. And that's thanks to its Kirin A1 chipset, which is highly power efficient, and the fact that Huawei does not have an app store, so no third-party battery consuming apps or games. Huawei Watch GT 2 has a 455 mAh battery size, which is relatively bigger compared to the 165 mAh battery size of the Versa 2. Now on an average, Versa 2 lasts about 5 to 7 days. The range may vary on what options you have kept on. So if you were to keep off like the Wi-Fi, the NFC, and reduce the screen brightness and screen on time, you can even get more juice out of its battery. I have done videos to enhance battery life for both of these watches, and you will find it in the playlist at the end of this video. In terms of charging, both these watches have their own proprietary charging bricks, like this one for the Fitbit. The problem with this brick is you have to take any screen protector off to fit the watch in, and you have to carry this bulky brick with you all the time if you were to travel, versus on the other hand, the Huawei Watch GT 2 has this magnetic charging brick which will work even with the case on. And the awesome part is it has a USB-C port, so I can even charge it up from any smartphone charger with a USB-C port, and I don't have to carry the cables, just the magnetic brick is enough. But with the 3 weeks of battery life, you don't even need a charger. Both these watches takes about 35 to 45 minutes to fully charge, so Huawei Watch GT 2 46mm wins in this section. Lastly, let's talk about software, apps, games, and watch face options, and wrap it up with my final say. Fitbit Versa 2 has the proprietary Fitbit OS, and you can download apps, games, and watch face from the Fitbit App Store on the mobile device. You can get awesome games and watch face and functional apps like Spotify, Find My Phone, Camera Control, Gallery, etc. I have done a lots of videos about all such apps, games, and watch faces, which you can find in the Fitbit Versa playlist at the end of this video. On the other hand, Huawei Watch GT 2 does not have an app store, so you cannot add any additional apps, games, or watch face. All you have is the built-in apps like the contact, music, barometer, weather, stopwatch, timer, alarm, flashlight, and Find My Phone. I can appreciate Huawei to include basic functional apps like Find My Phone, alarm, stopwatch, flashlight, but I really miss apps like camera control, gallery to view images, email, and notification interaction, as well as more watch face options, as currently I can only select between the 15 built-in watch faces. So for me, obviously the Versa 2 wins over here. So my final verdict is that both these smartwatches are good, but I will personally go with the Fitbit Versa 2, even though it's a little bit smaller on my wrist, and the fact that it has notification and sync issues. Well, if you do encounter any notification or synchronization issues, I have done many videos to fix it, and again you will find it at the playlist in the end of this video. And for just 250 Canadian dollar, you get options to have a Play Store to add apps, games, and watch faces, as well as Wi-Fi, Fitbit Pay, ability to reply and interact with notification, and not to mention an above average 6+ day of battery life. However, if you are someone who travels a lot and all you care is weeks of battery life with barebone features like viewing notification, Find My Phone, alarm, stopwatch, flashlight, onboard music storage, along with good fitness and sleep tracking, then go with the Huawei Watch GT 2, as believe me, I only charge this watch twice a month only, and no other watch can do that. So that's it. I really hope this video helped you to narrow down your choice and needs. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up. A sub would be massively appreciated, as I'll be posting more awesome videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.